My friend will be here any minute.
Okay.
Great.
We're recording. So I'll send it to you just in Facebook Messenger. So I wanted to touch on Krista's pain points a little bit. As far as you hitting Success Club after baby, like that's just hold on to that. Okay. If you can hit Success Club, you're doing okay, because obviously you're not going to be going at the volume that you were, you're going to be distracted and all that stuff. And I know that Noel just had a baby. Noel, how old is, wait, don't tell me his name.
It sounds like Noel.
Does it? No.
Kind of. It's Nolan.
Nolan. That's right. Nolan. See, I knew it was super cute. Anyway, he's 3 months old, right? So, I mean, that's a contact that you could use. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys could get together and she could kind of tell you what she did, what her game plan was to keep up on Success Club, because she was killing it, but she still, and she only has a husband half the time. So she's there like by herself. So just know that whatever invites you make, it's going to be delayed. So whenever you guys make 61 contacts, whenever you send out 100 messages, you're not going to find that success happen right away. That's why when you're scrambling at the end of the month to get Success Club, it doesn't really happen, because if you're just starting those relationships of trust, it takes a minute, right? So just know that. Just know if you make all those connections, it's going to be like about a month delayed. And if you fall off the face of the earth, that's going to be like, you're going to see that drop off in the next month, because you're still working from the contacts that you had the month before. And as far as hitting NLC and being 2-star diamond, I know that's disappointing, but we always say, we don't want you to be here a year from now. We want you to be here 10 years from now, right? So I know you really wanted it to happen this year, but it's not like you're going anywhere. It's not like we're going anywhere. We don't want you to go anywhere. So, just keep that in perspective. You got time. And just focus on SC when you're taking maternity leave, So that's my 2 cents there. So going into making contacts and connecting with people, what do you guys do? Like, what are your favorite things to connect with challengers, with your coaches? Because your coaches usually are your challengers first. So how do you connect with them? What are some of the things that you do? This is a group discussion. Go ahead.
Something that I just started implementing this past in my current test group is I have checklist forms. So at the end of every week, I send out an email to all of my challengers individually, and I'll say something, and then I'll be like, "Oh, my friend's here. Please fill out this form so that I know exactly what they need, where they are, and they know that I'm actually putting in work with them for them." And that's been received really well. And actually having their words, it's something that I can, shoot back to them like, hey, remember last week you said that you feel confident that you're doing X, Y, and Z. And it's, definitely holding them accountable, and it's holding me accountable to actually show up.
That's awesome. Okay, go see your friend. Okay, anybody else? I love that idea. I love that form. I do.
I've been starting, actually the last 3 months, I've ran a free group every month that was really focused on accountability. And so in order to participate, they had to send me their before pictures, their weight, their measurements, and they had to check in every day for 5 days. It's been a transition for sure, because it's people are used to groups where they're really not expected to do anything. And so, but the thing is, every group I've run, I've either gotten a coach or a challenge pack sold. So it's totally worth it just for that 5 days, because I'm really building a relationship and I'm building myself as the value. And I've been changing my perspective from it's not about the products. I mean, the products are great, but there's tons of products out there, and we have to be different. We have to be So I'm always talking to people about like, we're the whole package. It's not just, drinking a protein shake or whatever, or even working out, or because everyone has their excuses for that, but it's like all of it combined. So that's what I've been doing for building relationships, and it's been working really well for me so far.
I love that. And I you hit the nail on the head, because I'm always saying, people don't buy the products. They buy you. They buy your story, which is why we always want you to be telling your story. And I know you feel like you're beating a dead horse when you put it up all the time and blah, blah, blah. But really, that's how they connect with you. They connect with your vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And there's 500,000 of you, and so you really have to get yourself out there. So I love your approach to that. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Anybody else? Krista, I feel like you wanted to say something.
No, I did. I know. I'm like, I always have something to say, and I'm a talker, so I apologize.
I love it.
I watched a YouTube video from Jessica Pistola, I think is her name, about with her challengers and stuff. And one of the things that I've started doing in my group is, as I've noticed that things kind of start to trickle down and people stop commenting and different things like that, I've started reaching out to my challengers and to those who are also signed up as discount coaches. And I've just kind of said like, hey, I really appreciate like what you're doing. I love how much you participate. Would you mind being like a guest poster and like a guest coach in our challenge group? If I kind of give you the format, you can change it as you want to change it. And it's helped a lot of my challengers be more accountable, because they're like, oh yeah, I need to step up my game a little bit more. But then it's also kind of had them go, okay, I really like this. Tell me more about being an actual coach, so that I can run this. And so it's been interesting. And just like you guys have been saying about how people are really in it for you, they want to feel connected to you. I have found that to be more so true, because when I first started, I would get my challengers and I would kind of drop them into a challenge group, and I would forget to check in and different things like that. And now, I have a spreadsheet for every single one of my challenge groups that I run, and daily check-ins, and we do a point system, and we do prizes. But just like some of those little things, it's helping them to feel more connected to each other. And especially when I ask them like, hey, would you mind guest posting? It can be 1 day or 2 days. It could be a week. And just the level that they step up and to see, and then they start like saying, oh my gosh, here's all these things, like this is so great. And it really kind of gets the ball rolling. And one of the other things that we do is kind of like a good news minute every week kind of a thing. And we celebrate each other. We celebrate like the non-scale victories, but we also celebrate like things that are going on in their personal life. Like one of our girls is a high school guidance counselor. And she just won, or was just surprised, and is like the Colorado State like school counselor, like whatever. And so it's like little things like that, so that we can bring apart like their lives, and bring it into it and just celebrate one another. Because I think that it's just kind of fun to be able to like have somebody else that's cheering you on. And I think that that's kind of a big thing, because I feel like I'm just like a glorified cheerleader. I wasn't a cheerleader in high school, but
Your time
I
is now.
love that. Like, I just like to celebrate other people, and I think that that's been really something fun for them to do. So
Absolutely.
anyway.
And it builds those relationships. And then, they get that super good feeling of community and, somebody's got your back, and
And it's just nice to feel like you're a part of something.
Absolutely. And then what's going to happen is that they're going to tell somebody else, and they're going to say, hey, this Beachbody thing is awesome. Like, it's all about the Beachbody experience, right? And that's what you're providing for them. You're providing support, accountability, sense of community, togetherness, goal setting, celebration. That's what we're about, and the more that you talk about that and the more that you present that, the more people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to be there like all the time. It just makes me feel so good, like Disneyland, right? And then they're going to want to tell their friends, hey, I want to be there all the time. You should come with me, and then that's how we grow and grow and grow. So I love that. And I love the Good News Minute. That's fantastic, because then you're just sharing, right? And these people know you. Like, even though you've never been in the same room with them, they know you, right? It's so cool. I love it. Okay, anybody else? I'm loving this. These are great ideas. These are new ideas. I've been talking about this all week, and you're still bringing me new ideas. This is great.
I've been really focusing on getting people in with the Beachbody On Demand 30-day trial. And just because that gives them, I mean, they get to see all the programs, but then they're also in a challenge group with you, so they get that whole vibe too. And I feel like people are just bombarded every day with so many things to buy. And this way, it's like the no pressure, try it out. If you don't like it, I'll help you cancel it. People have rarely canceled since I've been doing it though. And then just building those relationships and then seeing that I'm there for them every single day. I think it's been kind of that switch that I needed, because I feel like I've always been like, nope, got to buy the challenge pack to be in my group. And this has been a lot. I don't know. I'm having a lot more. There's more people in the funnel. They trust me, and it's been fun. And it's a good tool that we have.
I love BOD. I'm just
Yes.
telling you, like, I am in love with BOD because I don't have, well, that's a lie. I do have a DVD player, but I would rather use my phone and flick it to my TV, you know? So yeah, I'm with you.
Well, and it's seriously so much faster than DVDs. It's like,
yeah.
I'm like, whoa, I used to wait for those DVDs to load every morning.
Right? Yeah, I totally agree. Anybody else? Ideas? What you do?
So in my challenge group, we have a daily assignment. So sometimes it has to do with things that make you stronger physically. Sometimes it's things that make you stronger mentally. But one of the things I do is halfway through the challenge is I'll create the event invite for the next group. So on my goal on this one is December 10th, I'll have my event invite for my January group. And then the assignment in our current challenge group is to either accept or decline the invite. So if you plan on doing the next challenge, you have to accept. And the assignment is to invite another person into the event. So you have to click invite and then add another person who's not part of our current challenge group. And then it usually results in one of two things: is either that person will invite someone and that person joins, and I'll reach out to the person that invited them and say, and we'll talk about the coaching opportunity, because now they have a friend that wants to do this. And if they're not interested in the coaching opportunity, then that's a challenge pack sale for me. So either way, it usually ends up working out and introducing me to new people through that channel. But since it's an assignment, they all usually complete it.
I love that. That's awesome. So what about when your challengers turn into coaches? What do you do with your coaches to make them to connect with them?
Me or anybody?
Anybody.
Okay.
Do you have something, Zaina?
Yeah, so the first thing I have for all of there's a letter that they get that I probably took from a coach somewhere, along the line that I redid. And it gives them like some of the basics of the coach. And then it says, let's set up your welcome call. So we do the intro to the team Facebook page, and then I have the intro call with me. And what I've been really trying to do is the whole Pygmalion theory, that even if they're a discount coach, I still do the exact same things with them. And I try to not call them a discount coach, even if that's what they really are, because then I feel like I treat them like that and I don't have that expectation of them. So I do the first call, and most of the time for me, I've already gotten to know them because our challenge groups are really interactive. So most of the time I've kind of gotten to know them already through that. And the very first call, even if they're a discount coach, I'll talk to them about Success Club. And I'll say, even if you don't want to go out and build a business, people are going to ask you about this. People are going to ask you why your skin's looking good, why you're, have all this energy. And then I'll say, is there anyone that's already maybe asked you? And actually my newest discount coach, it's her second month. Her first month, she hit 11 SC, and then November she hit 24. And she's a discount coach. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
I know.
really
That
cool.
was like my big excitement moment from November.
Kim, you did not just take a picture of us.
No, sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying
I
to
was
figure
like,
it out.
I was all,
I was just wondering how, if she signs up, or he, whatever, signs up as a discount coach, how do you, this is why I was trying to get Elmo. But how do you, you just treat them as if they're a regular coach and then hope that they act like one?
I introduced them to the coach group. Actually, my 3 top coaches were all discount coaches, and 2 of them made me swear that I would not make them sell anything, and they wanted nothing to do with it. And they're my top 2, and then she's the 3rd one that kind of just came on that was sort of like discount. But the other 2, I mean, they're pretty close to diamond right now, made me swear I would not make them sell anything, that this was just for the discount. They wouldn't have to do anything. But I still introed them to the Facebook group, talked about why they became a coach, which it's the same reasons, even if they're a discount coach. They love the program. They love Shakeology. They love the workouts. And then I asked them, I just said, you know, I know you don't want to put this out there. Like, that's not what you're looking to do. But if someone comes to you and asks about it, are you going to be honest and tell them what you're drinking or what you're doing? And they're like, yeah, of course I'm going to tell them. I said, well, is there anybody right now in your life that's kind of been watching what you're doing? And for both of them, it was a family member. It was a mother-in-law and it was a cousin. And it was like, oh, well, don't you think you should invite your mother-in-law to the next group? And so I just really encourage them to hit invite on that event page. It's just like, just send it to that one person that's already asked you about it. And what I noticed was when they first start getting that feeling of like, oh, this is kind of cool, I'm helping someone, it just started to grow from there, you know? Like this Natasha, this last one, she didn't even know she was really going to get paid on it because she wasn't really interested in the business. And then she messaged me after the first month when she hit SC11. She was like, hey, I just made this much money. Like, yeah, you did.
Hooray, yeah.
She's already running. She ran her own group her 2nd month as a coach. She's already running her own challenge group.
That's awesome.
Totally random. Didn't expect it at all, but I
Super
tried not
cool.
to ever call them a discount coach.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that I was going to say, Kim, is that even if they do sign as discount coaches, always keep them in the loop because you never know. Because, you know, we say it all the time here. No never means no, just not right now. You know, you can never tell if they're ready to do it, if they're not ready to do it, if they just want to sit back for a minute. And this is one of the things that I've heard on these calls before, and I've heard it before, and I don't remember who it was. So if it was you, you know, expand. But this coach does a call with her challengers and her coaches. So she has them all together once a week. And it's a very non-threatening way to introduce her challengers to the business opportunity without it being a business opportunity. And it's just a highs and lows call. Hey, what was something good that happened this week? What was something bad that happened this week? Coaches get on there and they're like, I was able to make a car payment with my Beachbody money. I was able to get groceries and not even have a list. I could get whatever I wanted because I have my Beachbody money. I saw this decoration and I could get it because I got paid. And then there's the flip side. Oh, I'm so mad I didn't make SC. I could have done this better. And then you have challengers that say, hey, I was spot on with my nutrition. I did every single workout. So it's a good way to build that feeling of community. And then have you guys all be together. And I know sometimes that will work and sometimes it doesn't work. It really depends on your culture and your tribe. But typically it will form that sense of community. You know, hey, let's celebrate together. Let's rally behind this person who's having a hard week. You know, everybody needs that. And it's that feel good that people like to come back to, right? Anybody else with their coaches? I mean, I have some ideas that I've gotten throughout the week, but I like to pick your brains first so I can add to my list.
I don't have anything, but I appreciate all these.
Yeah, well, and I'm telling you, I have quite a few, so you just wait. It's awesome. Anybody?
I have a quick, well, for us, like the way that we do our challenge groups, we do like the task thing, and then each day they check in and stuff. We do get interaction, but I really like the idea of the event page that you're doing, Zena. So what do? You have them do like a contract or something, or they at the end that they have to invite? How are you doing that? That's
so my challengers have a daily assignment. Like we just started a challenge today. And the daily assignment was actually to hide your scale. And then it has a hashtag. So the hashtag was by Felicia. So you have to take a picture of your scale hidden. So it's always a different assignment. Then I create a Facebook invite that has nothing to do with the challenge group. I invite people that have said maybe, that have said, like, I'm kind of interested, but they never pulled the trigger. So the event invite would be for January. So it would always be the next month. But then I tell my current challengers, I say, hey, current challengers, you're going to get an invite to my next group. If you want to do another challenge, you have to accept the invite. And then your assignment in our current challenge is to invite someone else to that event.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So it's just because they're kind of already in the habit of doing daily assignments. There's always some assignment every day. That's just like the assignment of the day. So in their mind, they're like, oh, I have to complete it because I've been doing an assignment every single day.
Yeah, I like that. And then I also like the fact that you're saying that you put all of your coaches into the training, because I've been holding back, like the ones that are discount, I haven't been adding them into like our big group. So you know what? I'm going to go right now after we get off this call and add them and let them know that I'm adding them, because it's true. Like my own upline, I signed up just for the discount. I didn't want anything to do with the business. And I've seen everybody posting in that group, and I was seeing, oh my God, what's Emerald? Oh, what's Diamond? And then like 6 months later, then I started to work the business. So it's like, really, we are kind of cheating them of an opportunity by not sharing it with them. Do you know what I mean? So I'm doing that. Like the minute we get off this call, I'm going to go through my list and add my husband's coaches in there, because like basically like I have like my coaches that I like work with, and like we try to do like a Zoom call like once a week or whatever. But right now I'm getting frustrated because I feel like I don't have enough like they really want to work the business, but I think it's my fault because I'm not allowing them. I'm not exposing them to that environment. So,
I have my husband's coaches and mine, and all of my coaches, even if they're discount, we always add them. Everybody, if we have a new alert on the business that there's a new coach on our team, that person gets a picture and an intro. Doesn't matter if they have no desire to work it or anything. And they all get the same invites to the calls. And I kind of pretend like they're a normal coach. It doesn't matter what they signed up for, because it's not like you push a button that says you're a discount. It's all up here.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. And then you never know if they might want to join because they see everybody else is doing it. So why not?
Yeah. And usually those people are their friends from the challenge groups. They're like, oh, that was my buddy in the challenge group, and they're really active on here. Maybe I want to do this.
That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Treat them all like they're top coaches for sure. Okay, we only have like 5 minutes left. So I wanted to just touch on a couple of these things. Some coaches use personality tests to find out about their coaches and their challengers. I haven't heard super good things about that, just because it's hard to get them to fill out the test. And then what do you do with that information when you're done? Are you responsible for knowing what each and every person responds to? You know, if you're going to find out everyone's love language, do you have to know that this person loves getting gifts and this other person likes recognition? I mean, once your team gets big enough, you're not going to be able to keep up with that. So my suggestion is when you sign a new coach, talk about that in the GSR, you know, and kind of make a note on their sheet. And that way you can say, okay, well, Gina likes this. And, you know, when she advances or whatever, then you can shout her out if that's what she likes. You send her a gift if that's what she likes, anything like that. The other thing is, this was a really cool idea, a coach of the month or a challenger of the month. I thought that was such a fun idea. It's like you take one person and you spotlight them for the month or the week or whatever. And you talk about them and you change the banner picture to them and you tell their story and they just feel so special. And maybe if you have a call that they're in the group, they get to present an idea or they get to present something. Don't say have to, they get to, because then that makes it even more exciting. It makes them feel really special. So I loved that idea. Another idea was to do an award ceremony within your team or within your challenge group, like best smile or greatest effort, best cheerleader, craziest workout clothes, best videos, you know, just something like the Pinewood Derby does, you know, for the little kids. And it just, you know, have a little Zoom award ceremony with their little certificates or whatever, just to add to that sense of community. I mean, I know it sounds kind of juvenile, but still, I mean, come on, guys. Who doesn't love getting a silly award and a piece of paper that's like certificate of la la la? We all love it. We eat it up. You know we do. Then the email check-in form, I loved that idea. There was another coach that said when she started her challenge groups, she would send out a form of 10 questions within the challenge group. And she made it a get to know you game. So everybody would answer their 10 questions. And then you had to go back through and find somebody that had like matched with with your questions, but 5 different answers and match with that person and then contact them. Like, oh, hey, we both like pizza really a lot. You know, we've both been to Mexico or whatever. And that way it forces them to talk to each other. It's like when you go into a party and they're like, hey, you have to find somebody whose birthday was in February or whatever, right? And it's really fun. It adds to that camaraderie. Team calls are great. Just within your team, like you can do a wine night where you guys are working on stuff together. You can always utilize me, corporate, whatever, on your team calls if you want to do that. So there are a lot of things that you can do to include them and find out what makes them tick and what they really respond to. So we'll have like 2 minutes left. So anybody have anything that they want to add? Any other ideas? Krista, you're muted, love.
I was really talking to myself. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Oh, good. I'm glad
Well,
you
no,
told me.
I just feel like with my upline, I really love my upline, but for a lot of it, I feel like I have so much information that I just don't know, like with Olive's Dana, I'm like, she seems so organized and she's got everything like scheduled and she has a routine, whereas for me, I feel like I'm like flying by the seat of my pants all the time because I don't have like a set routine of how to do things. And so in my head, I'm just like, okay, I need to. So I was just saying, this is awesome. That's all.
Awesome. Good. Yeah. So if anybody, I'm glad you guys came. So if anybody needs anything, you know where to find me. Facebook message me. Krista, good luck with baby.
Thanks.
Yay.
If anybody has any good boy names, I need them because I got nothing.
What number is this for you?
3.
3. Do you have all boys?
Yeah.
Me too. I have 3 boys. So Z Munji?
Yeah. Well, Kim was asking if she said she's going to find me so I could send a calendar, but
right.
it's Z instead of Zaina on Facebook because
that's right. I know Z. I always get confused. Dang it.
I know. I need to